0220 CA1 to TT Dispatch 2030. Status update. I want to talk about my hand. And this is my strong hand. This is my strong hand. And I have some things in my strong hand. And this is one of the things that I got in my strong hand. One, I got a chart from 2012. And I got all of the wages from all the sectors in America throughout all the states. Right? Two, I got a 25-cent annual raise on every single sector for all specific employees. Like CEOs don't qualify, but managers and general managers, they qualify. All the labor qualifies for manufacturing and service sectors. And it's paid by the Treasury. There's 25 cents an hour rate, not an hour, per annum. So every year you get a raise by 25 cents. The next is the overtime. So the overtime is changing. It's going to $100 for every 8 hours, right? So you work your 40 hours, and then let's say you stay another 2 hours. That's $100 that the employer owes you. So we got overtime and wages, right? No, wages, raises, overtime. This moves in tandem with how long you stay at the job. So let's say you start the job, next year your overtime goes to $200 an hour. And then next year you get a wage. So let's say you're making $13 an hour. Next year it's $13.25. And then you get a raise to $200 for every 8 hours of overtime. So now, let's say you quit this job and you go to this job. So your job, you changed your wages and now you're making $12. So we're going to change this. So now this is $12. These two get a reset. So now you got to go another year and then you're at this job. So now you're making 12. Then you go a year, you're making $12.25 in your second year. And now you're making $200 for overtime in this year again. So let's say you stayed at the job, you would have been making $13.50 and $300 for every 8 hours of overtime. So it's considered a day rate overtime pay. So if you work 8 hours, it's still $100. If you work 7 hours, it's still $100. If you work 1 hour, it's $100. So basically, that's pretty much how it's going to operate moving forward with the wage reset for Venezuela. Now I'm going to do a reset for Venezuela, and it's pretty much ready to go this month of February 2024. So, yeah, all we have to do is transfer these wages down to Venezuela. Venezuela lets people work, and then they bail them out with new money because we're going to remove all the zeros. So Venezuela is going to bail them out every 30 days until they get a bi-weekly payment system going. So some people like getting paid every 2 weeks. Some people like getting paid every week, you know. So Venezuela is going to bail out the banks because the employers are going to submit the wages that's due to the banks, and then the treasury from Venezuela just bails it out. So all we got to do is share with Venezuela the prices of our goods, and also set up the Google Miles, which is G Miles, which is the new transportation inflation logistics. And basically all the inflation is gone by this summertime, or a couple months before summertime. So basically that's fixed. Over, out, gotta go.